Good evening, everybody, and happy Monday. We are back in the hot seat, in the blue seats, I should say.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I am your host, Mr. Derek Forston, and super excited that you guys are here. Y'all have a lot of choices of where you could be, but y'all chose to be here. And before we go too far, let's do a quick mic check. So can you guys hear me loud and clear? I just want to make sure that. Can you guys hear loud and clear?
He's trying to get fancy with his mic placement, y'all. So that's why he's asking. You trying to get a little fancy.
Just want to make sure that they can hear us.
You trying to get a little fancy. You trying to get a little fancy, sir.
So just 2 or 3 of y'all.
We got yeses coming through. Yeah. I had you logged in, sir.
All right.
Listen, y'all, we are back.
You guys can hear us loud and clear. So Shay, tell the people who you are, what you do, and why in the world you here.
I'm Shanya Shea Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, 501c3 nonprofit organization right here in Orlando, Florida, taking women from homeless to hopeful, utilizing the ILF model. The ILF is one of our programs under our nonprofit, and it helps us to literally just do a good deed in our community, help people and see them conquer, grow, and become more acclimated within the community. So again, I get to teach you, train you, and talk to you about how you can turn your passion into either a nonprofit organization or an LLC or some type of for-profit entity to, again, take people from homeless to hopeful. That's a little bit about me. I'm excited about August the 2nd. Can you tell the people what's going on for those that don't know?
Guys, in case if you've been sleeping under a rock or you don't know us, we're going to Columbia, South Carolina, because you guys hear us on YouTube all the time, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But now we're going city to city, state to state. In Columbia, South Carolina, you guys got next. So we're featuring the Johnson family. We teach families all over the world now. We're super excited that our coaching is in 39 states. But Columbia, South Carolina, you guys got next. And lucky for you all, we want to show you guys what we call a lot of POC, proof of concept. So we want to show you guys somebody that was just like you all, sitting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, dreaming, and some of y'all been praying for something just like this.
Right.
So how do you take a concept and implement it anywhere? So the whole concept and the phrase and the theme of this event is ILF anywhere.
Yeah.
So please visit ilfconsulting.org. That's ilfconsulting.org. Book your tickets, get more information. Again, it's in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm telling people, right, and I would love for everybody to come no matter where you live in. But if you in a 3-hour radius, you will be doing yourself a disservice if you don't come, especially if you're somebody that's saying that God has put this in your heart. So how dare you say God has put this in your heart and you won't come invest in yourself to learn what this is? And then again, if you're real smart, you get the elite ticket, Shay.
Correct.
And they come day 2 at the event. Talk about that.
Right. So this is a 2-day event. Our VIP, we have no general admission. You are all VIPs in our site. And the VIP ticket is for day 1, where we're going to talk about the ILF model. You'll have conversations with the Johnson family of 311 Solutions to talk about how they got started, their story, and how they implemented what they learned with Forston Consultants to get to where they are today. They are considered the trailblazers in their area. They are the go-to people for housing when it comes to being displaced or homeless by all different types of entities and organizations. So that is day 1. We are going to talk to you. We are going to educate you, inform you. You will also get the course called the HRA, Housing Referral Agency Business in a Box. So this isn't just that information, but now we're giving you the things you need to get out there and start your housing referral agency. And the good thing about this, Derek, is what they'll learn at day 1 and the people that they'll be surrounded by during day 1, they can now build their network in one place. This event is going to allow you to network with individuals that may have houses where you're trying to get housing. But now you've got the information and the connections or contacts to start connecting with other people and becoming a referral source for them that have housing. Now, day 2 is a part of the elite package. Day 2 is going to be, like Derek said, POC, proof of concept, where you will get to visit one of 311 Solutions operating. This house is operating with residents and everything. You will get to do a walkthrough and do some Q&A on site so that you can get a better understanding. It's always great to hear information in a classroom setting or in a coaching setting. But what happens when we go outside of that coaching setting and seat you in that ILF with residents, and you get to see how it functions? How does 311 Solutions interact and engage with their residents? Are their residents really suffering with heavy, sedation or anything like that? You get to kind of see what it looks like, the population looks like in their home environment, in their ILF home environment. So that is what this event is about. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. Derek, do you know it is next week?
It's creeping up on us.
Did you realize it was next week?
So if you guys ain't got your tickets, guys, you are missing it. ilfconsulting.org. Put in the chat if you've either A, gotten your ticket already, or B, you finna get it. FINNA.
You so country.
A, if you've gotten your ticket already, and B, if you finna get it. And congratulations to all the people that's already purchased it. As we said, guys, that elite ticket is going to be limited. We are not bringing 50 people to that ILF, right? We want to do things in decency and in order.
Correct.
So we limit those elite tickets, guys. So make sure that, because to me, guys, the VIP is an absolute no-brainer. The elite ticket is too, guys. But if nothing else, please come and get the VIP ticket for only $197.
Yeah.
The elite ticket, guys, is only $397. And what's cool about it, both of the tickets come with the HRA Business in a Box as a course. I give it to you complimentary. And if you know anything about my coaching, that HRA, guys, is $2,400. Last year, and I got slides right now that can show you it was $2,400, and we're giving that to you complimentary.
So I'm gonna even say this. I'm gonna even say this: if you're somebody that cannot attend, and you still want the information, get the ticket. Right, the HRA Business in a Box is not a standalone product under Forston Consultants. You have to purchase our DIY. So here's a cheat code.
Right.
If you are interested in the HRA Business in a Box, you want to go ahead and get the VIP for $197. You now get the HRA Business in a Box course for $197. Even though you cannot attend the event, you still get the course. Why not? Like, that is a no-brainer. You can't go to forstonconsultants.com.org.net. None of our Forston Consultants are ILF.com. None of that. You can't go to it and find it nowhere on our site. It is not a package that we sell.
You guys really understand that.
Yeah.
So let me slow it down for people that may not understand what that means. Guys, of course, I have one-on-one coaching and we got the DIY, but do you understand that we're giving you complimentary a course that allows you to do exactly what most of us do, but you don't need a property. You need a relationship. That course teaches you how to make money from your cell phone and from your laptop.
Exactly.
And if you don't have a laptop, no problem. If you got a cell phone, that works.
Yep.
Because it's all about relationship and making referrals to other people who already have the real estate. And we're so nice and genius about it. We also put you in a private Telegram group.
I forgot about that.
Where the other people are that already have the property.
Why do I always forget about that?
So we're putting you in an environment
to thrive,
to make the money and thrive, to help people.
I forgot about that.
So
I always forget about that.
For people that keep asking, no, we're not coming back here to do this event again. We're going city to city, state to state.
Correct.
So who knows where we'll be next? It'll probably be North Carolina, Atlanta, who knows, right?
Yeah.
But right now, the focus is on Columbia, South Carolina. So make sure you go to ilfconsulting.org. And as I said, anybody that purchases the ILF Mastery Blueprint between now and then, you already stamped your ticket. You just come. I'm going to make sure you come complimentary on me. So one more time, let me slow that down. If you purchase the ILF Mastery Blueprint, you just come to South Carolina. Let me know.
I have another question. What if they upgrade from DIY to one-on-one.
Same thing.
Same thing applies.
I'll see you there. Starting yesterday.
Same thing applies.
Right.
Hey, I'm just advocating for y'all that are interested.
Also, again, I just want to welcome everybody that may be completely new to us, because now we're getting ready to dive into some material, into some questions. And I'll admit, I don't have a lot of curriculum tonight. I actually want to take a lot of questions.
You getting loosey-goosey?
So if you, actually not really. Loosey-goosey is more like when I kind of have something. Tonight I don't. I'm going to put it on y'all. So what I want to do tonight is take some questions. But let me do this, right? Everybody put in the chat right now where you're located, especially if you're new to us. If you're new to us, also put in the chat the word new. I just want to know that. And also, if you're streaming from anywhere to where you can only hear us and you want to see us, join us on Forston Consultants YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
So it's our last name, Consultants, and it's got an S on the end of it. So put in the chat where you're located, and also speak in faith of where you're going to launch your first program. Yeah. And for most of y'all, that's in the city you live in. So put in the chat right now. There's Houston, there's Washington, D.C., Orlando, Florida, Miami. Put in the chat where you're
Macon, Georgia,
one of our favorite areas, sharing our own property in Warner Robins. So right around the corner.
Yep.
Who was that in Macon, Shay?
It's T-Ball.
Okay. No,
I'm sorry. That's Jessica Jackson. Sorry, excuse me. Pardon me.
Okay. So watch me do this, because I never want to just take for granted that everybody just knows us.
Right.
Really quickly, because I've been getting real good at this too, y'all. I used to take 2 hours to tell this one story. I've been getting real good at it.
Tell them don't take 2 hours. Tell them don't take 2 hours.
Instead of taking 2 hours, watch me do this in like 1 minute. And don't forget, TikTok family, come over to YouTube, to where everybody is at Forston Consultants. But if you want to stay, no problem. Watch this in less than 2 minutes.
Go.
I used to be a poor social worker making 28 grand a year, begging God, just like most of y'all, to change my life financially, spiritually, and I also wanted to be a leader in my community. I wanted people to look up to my program that I would eventually create. God luckily showed me a lady that was making 41 grand a month, living my dream. Have y'all ever seen somebody living your dream but doing it the wrong way? Y'all, I saw a lady making 41 grand a month, housing people in rats and roaches. And I was like, oh my God, I got to get in this. And as I got probably 40 seconds left, I went through the bumps and bruises, the lawsuits, Channel 8 News. I'm doing good, Shay. Channel 8 News, $40,000 lawsuit. Now, today when we make the news, they're celebrating us and the great work that we're doing.
Correct.
But most coaches lie to you and tell you that it's been gravy the whole time. The devil is a liar. My program was an absolute clown show in the beginning. But I'm going to slow that one part down because I got about 20 more seconds. Can you imagine making 40 grand a month, doing God's will, helping people, and being involved in real estate and making enough money to feed your family? That's what we believe in. So I know I talk real fast, y'all, and sometimes I stutter. But if 3 people can put in the chat, Derek, like, I get it. And Derek, I can get down with that. Because Derek, I also heard you say that this thing involves ministry. And watch this. I'm no pastor, I'm no priest, and I'm no bishop. But I keep saying that we love God. We love people, and God allowed us to merge it with real estate, and now we call that a ministry. I didn't say it, guys, but the Bible says the poor and needy will always be among us. And when God let me see that lady that was making 41 grand a month, housing people in roaches, I said, why not me? So 3 of y'all put in the chat, why not me? But do it the right way. And that's where this whole thing came from. So I'm no genius, barely graduated high school. My wife tricked me to go to college. I had no means to go to college, y'all. But he that findeth a wife findeth a great thing. So Shane said, Derek, let's go to the school and see what they offer. You got to do something with your life, bro. Because Derek, you a hustler, you a great guy, but Derek, I don't want to outgrow you. What you going to do with yourself, Derek? Most guys would have got offended. I said, well, Shay, show me the way. My wife had a great job. Corporate America, all that. High on the ladder. I was a poor social worker making 28 grand a year. Are y'all following this story so far? Finished college, got the job that showed the vision to what I'm teaching you guys now all over the world. And I'm done. I took more than 2 minutes, but usually it's 2 hours. But I'm done. So again, imagine doing God's will, helping people, but also making enough money to feed your family.
Yeah.
His family. Like, let me know if y'all agree with that. Who thinks there's something wrong with doing God's will, helping people, being respected by the community, but also make enough money to feed your family?
That's the whole purpose.
And I'm done.
That's the whole purpose. When you do unto the least of these, so much more comes back towards you, right? Goodness follows you. Favor, grace, mercy, the whole thing. Like it's just the abundance of overflow. And that's what people don't realize.
Now we live a life that we dreamed of. Like, some of y'all saw my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube when we went on a 3-week vacation. Guys, I dreamed to go somewhere for 3 weeks and not have to work for somebody or myself.
Yeah. How? Okay. So
this model allowed that.
All right. There you go.
Not my 9-to-5 job.
Right.
Does that make sense, everybody?
I want you to hover right there for a second, though.
This model, which Shay want me to hover around right now, and I'm good at that. I can hover right here. Guys, I've tried a lot of businesses. You name it, I've tried it. Mm-hmm. I ain't found nothing that allows me to please God, help people, and watch this, y'all. I've never had this. I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy, but not for my own personal gain. Right. That's the cheat code.
Right.
If you want to build the kingdom, because somewhere in that good book, God says, Derek, put all my plans before yours. Mm-hmm. Derek, put my ideas before yours. Mm-hmm. Derek, care about my people. And along the way, Derek, I'm going to add all of these things that you want. Now, Tiffany Walker here tonight, so she's going to give y'all the right scripture. I'm just going to say it. Tiffany always clean it up. Tiffany, what's that scripture that talk about, like, build the kingdom? Focus on God's plan, then all of these things will be added unto you. Tiffany gonna tell y'all the real way to say that. I'll give y'all the other version so that y'all can just understand. Shaking down. Come on, Shay.
Run it over.
Good measure.
Press down.
It's down. All of that. So more can fit in there. But again, guys, this model, because I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I had great parents. My mom is still alive. Thank you, Jesus. My dad going to heaven already. Great parents. But how many of you all can honestly say that you wasn't poor, eating out of a garbage can, but you kind of never had enough or all the things you wanted all the time? Like, life wasn't on your terms. I feel like today, man, life kind of on my terms. Like,
to a certain extent, yeah. We don't.
Authority
let's clean that up.
Gives us.
Right.
And it's so cool that it can come through a ministry that he's already asking us to do.
Yeah.
That's the powerful part about all of this to me. Last comment, and I'm going to move on.
Here we go. Tiffany, gotcha now.
My family used to joke and say, that boy going to be a preacher. Derek, he going to be a pastor. No, I ain't. But guess what I ended up with? A ministry, and I am a preacher of the gospel because I'm always telling the good news. Mm-hmm. Gospel means good news. This today is good news of how you can change your life. I dare anybody to disagree with that right now. Who would disagree with that? Because I'll be honest, not being mean, you on the wrong YouTube channel. If you don't love God, love people, and like most of us here love or trying to get into real estate, I made no bones about it. I want to be the biggest giver in my church. I want to be the go-to in my city.
Correct.
I want my city, when they think of a problem for housing, they think of Shay and I. Mm-hmm. The Angela Denise Foundation. Shay, tell these people, what is the Angela Denise Foundation for my new people?
Yeah, so it's a nonprofit. Again, I
Who's
do this.
Nonprofit?
Mine. Okay, well, sorry, excuse me. Let me I recant that statement. You see, you throwing me under the bus. I recant that statement, Your Honor. No, but that is the community organization that I founded. Okay, so for those of you that have not gotten the Know Before You Go nonprofit course that you can purchase at the Angela Denise Foundation, you found a nonprofit, right? You become the trustee or the overseer of an organization or an organization that is doing good in the community. So again, that's what we do. We utilize the ILF model. So those of you that don't know, one of my primary programs in my nonprofit is the housing aspect. And that is the ILF model that I utilize and take women from homeless to hopeful. We do a lot of other things, including, toiletry totes, compassion kits, and stuff like that to send out to the homeless. Like while we were on vacation, guess what I had with us? Toiletry totes. So when we bumped into anyone that was homeless or displaced, we were able to provide them with toiletries and other products that they can utilize in their day-to-day, right? The compassion kits go to the school systems to help the schools offset some of their funds by not having to provide young ladies with, hygiene products in the event that they become women in class. Okay, we'll leave it at that. But those are some of the programs that we have created at the Angela Denise Foundation to do good in our community. And again, the housing is the base. Most people think that when you have a nonprofit, you don't put anything in place to return a profit, but that is what my ILF does for me. It is an income driver into my nonprofit organization that is then the funds are then reused to do something else good in the community. So that's what we do at the Angela Denise Foundation. And it all stems from this. It stems from the housing aspect of things. Derek, I want to go back to something you said, because you talked about being off for 3 weeks and how we were able to just go away and our houses, like everybody's safe, everybody's secure, everybody paid rent on time, everybody's still in one piece. How would you, if you had to explain to everybody on the live, how would you say you were able to create such synergy in your ILF to where it literally runs as smooth as it does?
Yeah. A big part of that is the assessment, Shay, and that's just choosing the right people. Mm-hmm. Obviously, when you guys start this business, you're going to get a ton of phone calls from a lot of people, right, but they're all not going to be a good fit for your program. So that's why we do an assessment. Now, here at Forster Consultants, we have our own dictionary, right? Assessment means a series of questions that allows you to make a sound decision about who you move into your place, right? Yeah. So when I first started, guys, I housed anybody that had a pulse. If you called my phone, I housed you. And I found out real fast that was really dumb, y'all.
And ghetto.
If you call yourself want to run a program in a cohesive place where people can live, thrive, and grow, you can't just house everybody, right? So we do that assessment, and I just jokingly said that that's what allows us to avoid the knucklehead. Yeah. So one more time, because I'm seeing a lot of people join TikTok and other places. If you can only hear us or see just me on screen, there's a lot more going on here. We're getting ready to show slides as well. Sister Ebony, come over to YouTube. You're very active there. I want you to join the whole family, Ebony. Everybody that's on TikTok right now, come on over to YouTube at Forster Consultants. That's our last name, Consultants.
So go back into that assessment, right? I think I know you said it, a series of questions. I know a lot of people get caught up when we talk about that series of questions and they wonder about like do we discriminate? Are there any nuances of discrimination in that process? How would you answer that question?
Well, there's no discrimination in terms of, because like when I think of the word discrimination, I'm thinking of because of their
social status,
their sex, their race, right?
Sexual
when
preference.
We're making a decision, it's behaviorally.
I love that.
How will they behave behaviorally? Yeah. Will they mesh with everybody that's already in the home? So when I'm doing an assessment, or actually I don't do these today, but my assistant and the virtual assistant that we train to do this, because when you guys are coached by us, you will start out doing these assessments, but eventually we give you guys a complimentary VA. And when you're ready to activate it, that VA does that assessment for you, or you guys can work it together. We can talk about that later. But I think the point where I was going, that assessment, again, allows us to make that sound decision, and no questions are off limits. Right. So again, it's for safety as well. Most of you guys, put in the chat if you want to start a ladies facility. Just type in the chat women or a ladies facility. Shay also has a women's facility. Right. And whether you call it a domestic violence shelter or women's shelter, well, whatever you label it as, we want to make sure we keep our women super safe. Now, I'll admit, I want my guys to be safe too, but I'm not as like itching at night or thinking about them the way I am about the women that we're housing.
Right.
There's a little bit of difference there.
Yeah.
So that goes into those questions because I want it to be safe. What if I'm interviewing a lady? Here's a great example. And we got women in a house that are escaping domestic violence.
Right.
But we're doing an assessment on a lady that's still kind of tied to the boyfriend. He's beating her up. He's emotionally dangerous for her.
Right.
He's abusive physically and emotionally. He's stalking her, but she can't quite let him go. Guess who's going to give the address of where she is?
She will. Yeah.
He's going to come and disturb all the peace. Her, including my other women. Now everybody's in danger.
Right.
That's how powerful and why we do an assessment. Yeah. Not because we just want to turn somebody down.
I love that.
This thing is about safety on the bottom line of it, and then we build from safety on up.
I want to talk about a real life situation that we discussed. Yeah, that makes 100% plus. Another 100%, so 200% makes sense. But I do want to mention this because what we do see is people that don't know how to do an appropriate assessment or don't know how to filter through the information that they've received on that assessment, and they bring somebody in that is a danger. Like there was a huge situation that happened in the state of Florida, and it was a tragedy on the outcome. Like the outcome was tragic, and it was all because the information was given to the housing provider, but they failed to take that information that was given to them into account, and it ended up in a tragic loss of someone, right? And it wasn't like a where they took their own life. It was more so a murder. Like it became a murder, and that is the significance unalived. Right. I keep forgetting unalived. Sorry, YouTube. It became one of those situations, and a lot of it again pertained to not knowing how to filter the information that was given to her on that assessment or that intake, or not paying attention in all and just needing to fill a bed that information was not even taken into consideration. And that's what we don't want to see in this housing model. The whole goal is a safe, affordable living environment. So safety is going to be priority. So when people are asking us questions in regards to our assessment, well, if we may not say no, we may redirect them to an appropriate fit or an appropriate housing provider that can handle, and it may be a licensed facility. It may be a home for people with a severe, mental health diagnosis or something like that. We're not just going to say no and hang up. We're always going to provide other alternative resources, because what we don't want to do is be a downfall to that person that we really don't have the capacity to house or help. And then we say yes, and then we're doing them a disservice. I should say. We're doing them a disservice by not providing them the support that they actually need. So I wanted to hover on the assessment because I think a lot of people
it's the biggest part of what we do.
Don't realize the significance of it. And I think when they do realize it, it's a little too late, right? Because now they're in a mess, and they're trying to navigate their way out of the mess that they just placed themselves in by not doing the assessment. I remember you got a phone call, and this has been a few years, Derek. A lady called and something was happening at a home, and she just watched us on YouTube and other platforms. And she went out and started a house, and she was doing it so wrong that a lot of stuff was going on. And she got your number somehow, and she called and she's like, help me. And we were like, man, we were like, what's going on? And again, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Again, it was bad assessments that caused a whole bunch of uproar in this home, and not having the consulting or the coaching caused her to then be in a pickle and try to find out how you can help in an instant where the crap's already hit the fan. Yeah. So I think that's the importance of the assessment. and having the appropriate coaching to help you navigate the space. Because what people don't realize, the setup and the structure is the easy part. And I'm using my quote fingers, the easy part. To some and to others, maybe not, but it's the easy part. The rubber meets the road, Derek, when that phone goes to ringing.
Start getting the people.
And you are putting heads in beds. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. That is when it can really go great, or it can go completely south. So I wanted to talk about the assessment so that we can clarify a lot of that. And we do have some questions coming in the chat. So I'll let you choose when you want to answer those questions.
Okay. So let me go back in and so guys, is this information okay so far? Right. Especially for my newer people, right? I want to, because a lot of you guys are just always here faithfully, and I know that you guys get it, but I always do a temperature check on my newer people. So right now, if you're newer to us and you've been around me less than 30 days, let me know if everything that you heard so far, does that make sense? Because what we're going to do is take a quick commercial break. I want to come back and see 25 questions in the chat, and we're going to knock them all out. We'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, family? Have you ever imagined starting your own housing program? That's probably why you're here. And if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, like you're kind of getting right now, but in a more of a one-on-one setting, just you and I, that's our ILF Mastery Blueprint. There's a number that they're scrolling below on this screen right now. If you text the word scholarship to that phone number, my team is going to get you some information. So first of all, I'm going to say congratulations and thank you for moving at the speed of instruction. We look forward to working with you. And again, this is only for people that desire our one-on-one coaching, which is designed to watch you succeed from going from a zero to a hero when it comes to information and knowing how to implement this independent living facility model without any mistakes. That's most important. So again, our ILF Mastery Blueprint, guys, there's a scholarship that's available for it that'll slice the price in half, which is also a no-brainer. So again, if you've ever desired to start your own housing program, but you thought you needed a license, you don't. You thought you had to be a nurse, you don't. You thought you had to own the property, you don't. Consider our ILF Mastery Blueprint, where we are going to take you to success and let God use you in your community, housing the homeless and the displaced. Let's get back to the show.
Yeah, text your questions.
All right, guys. So we are back. And again, thank y'all so much for being here. You guys got a lot of choices of where you could be, but y'all chose to be here, and we appreciate that. And again, all of you are from TikTok or any other place to where you can only hear me. If you're just kind of audio listening, come over to YouTube, because I'm actually got some slides up showing you guys, right? The Sanchez family asked, well, Derek, what does it look like? This all sounds great, but what does it look like? So on screen right now, the Sanchez family also asks, like, who can we house with this model? So we're getting ready to get in that too. But Shay, let me give you a chance to read some questions from the chat first. Is that
I'm actually responding to the gentleman on TikTok. So if you want to,
good stuff.
So let's go. Janae Jackson says, what form of payment should I accept from men or male parolees without me having contact with them? So I'm going to first start, if you don't mind, I'll start and then I'll let you take it over, because you're going to see how we both think completely, not differently, but we may find things a little bit more urgent of a matter to discuss other than the other. So in regards to you wanting to, again, house this population, the first thing I'm going to say is, if you're not comfortable in going to obtain your money in person, because it may be an instance where you cannot get paid remotely, I need you to reevaluate your population, because the goal is for the safety of you as the housing provider, as well as the safety of those that you're providing housing to. And if you cannot feel comfortable comfortable, I would say, for the better lack of words, with the people you house, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not going to be the best housing provider. You're now just throwing people in a house, and that's going to be it. So be mindful of that. That's going to be my tip one. And now to answer your question, we take all of our payments remotely. We don't go pick up. I think we've got one resident. I think Derek has one resident that he goes and gets a payment from. And I think that changed this month. But other than that, all of our payments are done utilizing digital flow solutions or our payment processor Stripe. All of our residents' payments come out automatically on the day that they receive their payments. So we're not having to go and pick up rents or anything like that. The recurring invoices are set on. They know that this information is happening, and it triggers the payment immediately on that day that they get paid, or the day that we put in our system to retrieve that payment. So that's my answer to that. Derek, I'm gonna throw it to you.
So same thing, form of payment is that years ago, I picked it up manually. Today, it's all digitized. So probably 90% of my payments come in through Digital Flow Solutions. That's the software system that we use. And then the other people will Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, right? So those are the payments. So Ms. Jackson, let me know if we answered your question there. And also in the chat on TikTok, so somebody's asking, do we have a template for the assessment? We absolutely do, right? So that's in both of our coaching packages, right? So both the DIY and the one-on-one coaching, we actually give you guys the assessment to make sure you guys are asking the right questions. Okay. So yes.
Dantes from TikTok was able to text in his question. Dantes, just so you know, you just got your response from our AI bot, and the bot was on it. The bot pretty much answered the question, but we're going to answer it in real time, so you get a realistic answer from us. The question that came in from Dantes was, how are the tenants able to pay their or afford their rent? I live in a small city where rent for a whole house ranges from $900 to $1,300. So what's a realistic price to charge tenants? I love that. Our bot says, hey, most ILF tenants pay rent using SSI or SSDI, which is a steady income. You in your area, charging $500 to $700 per tenant shared room is realistic and affordable for them. I'm going to go in and train my bot, because I do not want it to give you that assumption on the bed fee, because it's not accurate. Yeah. Especially if you're telling me, Dantes, that the rent in that area is between $900 and $1,300 a month.
What area are you in?
So I'm going to go in and modify this. So right now, guys, I'm actually training the bot to better respond
within 10 seconds. And and I want to turn that into a teacher moment. Dantes, with both of our coaching packages, we give y'all this software. So I'm not a coach that just coaches you verbally. We give you guys the back end of it too. So both of our coaching packages, we build your website. You get all of our paperwork, right? And this automation and that AI bot, all of that comes in your system. That's why people love our coaching, because it ain't just me running my big mouth. We give y'all the back end of it, your business phone line, your website, your email, your automations, all of the things you need to run this business, no matter the industry. And it's called digitalflowsolutions.net.
And Dantes, just that quick, because I told you I didn't like the response from my bot. I just went in and retrained that bot from my cell phone.
What that means is that
from my cell phone,
thumbs down on that response,
and I went in and edited
back and typed what it should have said. So now the next time it knows how to respond to a question like that.
Right.
And again, y'all, that's why I was able to take a 3-week vacation.
Yeah.
That bot answered a lot of questions for a lot of people. And on a range of 100%, it was about 92% accurate. Mm-hmm. Only 8% of things we had to go back in and kind of fix.
Yeah.
So again, guys, this is where the future is headed. And lucky for us, we're even integrating AI inside of our housing program.
Correct.
In fact, me and my team right now, 2 VAs that I just hired not even 3 weeks ago, we're building an AI course. It's the top 15 apps and AI tools that can scale any business, or that you can use to scale other people's businesses.
Yeah.
So I'm going to build a course to show you guys learning these AI tools. And I'll even be honest, if you get a VA, you don't even have to learn it.
You just need to know enough to be dangerous.
I'm letting VAs learn all of this stuff, and then they're building it, coming back, teaching it to me. Mm-hmm. So again, guys, we found out that VAs and AI tools are the cheat code. No different from intertwining that into our housing program as well. Okay.
Right.
Jake?
So next question. Dantes, let me know if we answered your question. The second part of his question is the amount, the rental amount. In that range.
Where it again?
He didn't say where, but he just gave us
Lima, Ohio. So you're going to probably be in that same range of a lot of my other people, right? Probably $650 to $800. Just depends on what part of town.
Right.
Could be $700. Could be $550.
And also remember too, with that, you're including all utilities. So if they go and try to rent a $900 apartment or house in your area, they're still having to come up with the utilities, a possible down payment or deposit that they have to put down on those utilities, the deposit on, the deposit on all of that stuff. Yeah. So think about that. And that's why you're able to offset what they are, what you're currently seeing in your market for that rental rate and how you can price yourself accordingly. I'm going to give a gem. Dantes, here's some homework for you. Put in Chat GPT your area and ask it. Give it a job. So I'm going to tell you now, give your Chat GPT a job. You are a professional real estate agent with advanced knowledge in the real estate market of such said city and state. I want you to provide me with the average rental rate for a shared home or a room rental. That's a better way to say it. A room rental in my area. And Chat GPT is going to spit you out some numbers like you've never expected it to do so. And it's going to give you what's going on average, because it's going to filter through what they're seeing
and also
in your area.
Own research on it too, on the opposite side. And go to Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace.
Absolutely.
And just type in the word room rental. That'll give you an idea of what people are doing in your city, because some people are already doing this, but not calling it what we are.
Right.
You just need a starting point of what everybody else is already kind of doing so that you don't outbid the market in terms of what you're charging. Let me know in the chat, guys, if that makes sense.
Let us know. Okay? Let us know.
Next question.
All right. The next question is Narika Davis. Hi, Derek. Question I'm asking, what if you live in a different state and want to start your own ILF in the next state? Is that possible?
It's possible, but we advise against that unless you tell me you got boots on the ground, and not that new song called I Got My Boots On, not that. But if you got family and friends in that next state that has your vision in your heart and they want to help you, let's go. But we want this to be in your backyard. We want this to be in your city.
Right.
Within 45 minutes of where you live at. So we get that question a lot. I don't want you guys doing this in cities and states away from where you are.
Especially on your first house. Yeah, don't do it.
You don't know what you're doing yet. How you going to run that place in a different state? But Miss Davis may have a family there. So let me know in the chat, sis, if you got family and friends or a boo thing or a cousin or something in that state that's going to help you run it. Because how will you build relationships if you're not there? And I also would want to know, why would you want to start it in another state? Do you own property that's there already? What brought about the thought to start it somewhere else?
Right.
Okay. Next question, and we'll wait until she comments back on that.
What was that? And I also want to ask this too for clarification, because I know sometimes, depends on how close you are to the state line, right? I would say it just depends on the distance as well. I know people that are in one state, but if they drive 30 minutes to the east or 30 minutes to the west, they're in a completely different location. So just be mindful of that. And another thing I want to add to what Derek said is relationships. For this business, you have to be a relationship creating individual, right? You've got to be somebody that can create and nurture relationships. And if you're in a different state, you don't want your relationships to just be virtual relationships. You want them to be in person as well. Especially when you're housing their clients, right? Case managers and social workers really want to get to know you and be able to engage with you to make sure that they're making the right decision and utilizing you as a housing provider. So you want to be mindful of that. All right, next question. Catherine Robinson says, can I get a virtual address since I won't have an office to start?
Yes, that's what most of us do.
Absolutely.
Right. So 2 ways to do it. That can be a virtual office, as you said, or you can go down to your business district, which is usually downtown for a lot of you guys. A lot of those downtown businesses will offer for you to use their virtual address for usually $30 or $40, $50 a month. So that's what Shay and I do. In fact, Shay and I have kind of both of them. So Shay's got a downtown office. She's got a virtual office. I got a downtown office. I got a virtual office.
Correct.
I got an office in my home, right? But I do not want you using your home address on your LLC. That's very dangerous and unprofessional, especially as a woman. Okay.
Just in general, as a business owner, just dangerous.
Here's Miss Kathy, and let me know in the chat if we knocked it out for you.
Next question comes from Elizabeth Francois. And she says, do you require the tenants to have renter's insurance?
I don't, because they're not going to get it. So all the insurance is on me, right? So one of my biggest mistakes, and I actually put it in an ebook, right? It's titled literally The 12 Dumbest Mistakes I Ever Made. And for a lot of y'all, that book will save y'all life. In fact, what's the prompt for that book? I don't know, but if you guys go to forsterconsultants.com under products and services, a lot of our ebooks are also there. Right. But one of the dumbest mistakes I made, guys, was just not being covered by insurance. That's where she's also going. So general liability policy is what you need, right? And that's going to cover you, your business, and the property that you're doing it out of.
Correct.
Right. But I'll even give another little small gem that when I first started, I didn't get general liability, and that was a problem. I did go to, I think it was like Geico or State Farm. I can't remember, like Geico or Progressive. And I got renter's insurance. The good part about that renter's insurance that it did come with $500,000 of liability built into it. And it also gave 10 grand to the tenant, like, that lived in the house. And again, that was like $30 or $40 a month. But then when I grew up, I'm gonna call it, forget renter's insurance. I'm gonna get a general liability policy like my lawyers and my smart team told me to get.
Right.
Because dummy me didn't get that stuff in the beginning, and that led to a $40,000 lawsuit and me on the Channel 8 News. Yeah. I got the clip and to show it to you. Right. So make sure that you guys are covered.
And it don't feel good.
Again, most of the time, your tenant ain't worrying about no insurance. Right. Makes sense, Miss Francois? And
9 times out of 10, they won't have what it takes to carry that insurance policy. They may not have the funds. Right. So you want to be mindful of that as well. You're dealing with a population that is limited on income, and we don't want to stretch their income any further than it's necessary. So that's why we maintain the policies on the property and for our own safety as a business owner and operator.
Ms. Pitt said, do we have separate LLCs for each location? Let me answer that, but be really specific on this. And I'm no lawyer or your accountant. This is just my own opinion. Now, when we own properties, Shay talked about this Saturday.
I did.
We do not put the property, like, my program is called Second Chance. I have no property or real estate or whatever probably put a property in the name of my business that I'm doing it out of. Shay runs the Angela Denise Foundation from a property we purchased. That is not what's on that paperwork for that house. That's a completely different LLC.
Yeah.
Now, my rental properties, these places I go and rent and lease, they all fall on the Second Chance housing, right? Because that's kind of how I'm doing that rental agreement. But when we buy property, they all have their own LLC. Yeah. And that's for extra protection. Makes sense, Ms. Pitts? Shay?
Yeah, you said it. I mean, I can't go any further than that. And Dantes, I know Dantes is going to have my bot working tonight, but I got you. So obviously, housing markets, this is Dantes' question. So Ms. Pitts, I think Derek got you signed, sealed, and delivered. So I'm running to the
And what's cool about Dantes, if you keep texting that line, my bot gonna respond to you. So
the bot already responded. The bot already responded.
That's how powerful this is and why everybody needs it in their business.
I want Dantes
including, hold on, the housing side of it.
Yeah.
What happens when you on vacation or you at your 9-to-5 job? Who's answering your phone? No coach you met yet got a system that can do that except us.
I want everybody to hear it. So I love this. And Dante has put in the comments on TikTok. This is powerful.
Dante need to come over to you. That's why I want you on YouTube, Dante.
But he can't comment. Well, he can't. You don't have to. Right. Come because you're doing the same thing. I love it. Because Dantes is working my bot. Like he is literally working my AI conversation agent.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So Dantes' question or his response was, obviously housing markets are different for different locations. But what's the monthly profit amount that makes it worthwhile? For instance, if is $1,200 to $1,500 profit after rent and utilities worth it? So that was the question proposed by Dantes. I'm gonna let you answer it first, Derek.
Okay.
So I'm going to read the question again from Dantes. I'm going to let you answer it. And then, and then I'm going to read the bot's response. Okay.
Okay.
So one more time, Dantes stated, obviously housing markets are different for different locations, but what's the monthly amount that makes it worthwhile? For instance, is a $1,200 to $1,500 profit after rent and utilities worth it?
So my answer to that is that I can't answer that for you, actually. Everybody's different. Some people that I teach this to say, Derek, if I make at least $500 a month, bro, I'm going to just keep getting house after house and I'm good with that. Some people say, Derek, I ain't going to touch this thing if I can't make $2 or $3 grand a month from each house.
Right.
So everybody's different in where their profit margin is and what makes you happy. Let me show you guys where I fall in. If I'm running an ILF and after all the bills are paid, if I can make $800 to $1,000 a month, I'm good. I just happen to make way more than that.
Right.
But my threshold is that if after all the bills, my VA, the system I'm using, all the rent, the lights, the water, for some of y'all pay gas.
Yeah.
And if I got $800 to $1,000 left after I've done my job of helping God's people, guys, I'm good with that. Some of y'all saying right now, Derek, that ain't enough, bro. Derek, that's baloney, bro. Well, see, that's what I meant by everybody's different. I also own multiple properties and multiple businesses. So I'm not trying to hit a home run on one house. Some of y'all trying to make $5 grand off of one house one time.
Sir, hold the phone. Did you just say, I love that. You are not trying to hit a home run off of one house. You know why though? Why? Give me a reason why, and I'll give you my reason why. I love what you just said. Go ahead.
One just to keep mine short. Try to hit a home run off of one house. For most of y'all, that's in my experience of my coaching, y'all are not even getting a large enough house to hit a home run off of. Most of y'all start with a 3-2, 2-1. You can't leave your job with a 3-bed, 2-bath home. But if you call me and say, Derek, I just landed a 7-bed, 5-bedroom, that might be a home run on your first house.
I love that.
Because of the amount of people you can put in it. You can't hit a home run on a 2-1, on a 3-2. If I'm talking good, can 3 of y'all say, Derek, boy, you talking good today, bro? I'm talking baloney. Let me know.
This is
Nicole said, wow, good info.
Can I tell you something? If you are not in Columbia, South Carolina to get more of this in person with Derek, myself, y'all get your tickets.
That's why the one-on-one coaching is so powerful. And for all of you people that love that nonprofit route, watch this. That's not my game. That's Shay's game.
Yeah.
Now the coaching of the core of what it is and how to do this, but guys, I have no clue about a nonprofit. Right. This woman specializes in it.
So hold on, don't go too far. Don't go too far. I want you to educate on something real quick, because a lot of people get into this space as an entryway to real estate, right? Or becoming a real estate investor. I want you to show them the mindset of a real estate investor when it comes to a return on investment, when it comes to a property. So run that down so that we can see.
Real estate investor, like we've been taught in many classes, guys, I've spent more money on coaching than I can count now in classes and things. In every real estate class I've ever been in, they said that after all your bills are paid, if you profit $100 or $200, you're doing real good. If you profit $300 to $400, that's called almost a home run. And anything over $450, they almost can't believe it, because in regular real estate, the margins aren't that large versus this model of the ILF. That's why we love this model so much, y'all. We take one property and it's like a multifamily. My wife has been dreaming lately of multifamily and multiple doors. Shout out to Katara Johnson. So, but guess what this model does for us? I take one house that's 4-bed, 2-bath, and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. To me, that's multifamily, because I took one asset and rented it to multiple people.
8 doors.
And everybody paid rent. And the cool part about it, it's actually only 4 doors, because I'm putting 2 people per room. For some of y'all that don't like that model, watch this. You can do one person per room and call them private suites. Don't make us no difference.
Man.
Make sense, everybody?
So I want to go back to Dantez's question. You gave your response. I actually had you give an even deeper response in regards to that. And the reason I'm looking at my phone, guys, is because I have my CRM, which is my customer relationship management tool, which is Digital Flow Solutions, on my phone. So Dantez is actually texting in his questions because he's on our TikTok, and TikTok, we can't see the writing so small.
If you're on TikTok, Tanika said that this is great. Tanika, come over to YouTube. Yeah. That's what everybody is. Force the consultants. Come on.
So Dantez is actually texting over his questions. I told him text them because it's in my hand and I can answer for him. So Dantez's question, you heard Derek's response, and his question, I'm going to reiterate it one more time or state it again. It says, obviously housing markets are different for different locations, but what's the monthly profit amount that makes it worthwhile? For instance, is $1,200 to $1,500 profit after rent and utilities worth it? Derek said, it depends on you, right? The answer is it truly depends on what margin you're trying to meet. But Derek also stated that one house will not give you a home run because most people are not getting a 5+ or a 5 bedrooms plus asset to do this model in. Most people are not in that position where they have zero overhead or own a property right out. Fix your TikTok, that where they own their property right out and they don't have a mortgage or anything like that. So you're going to minimize that overhead and that profit. So that was our conversation just now. So I'm going to tell you what our chatbot said. You ready? The response was absolutely. $1,200 to $1,500 monthly profit is very typical and worth it for many ILF owners, especially since it's steady, recurring income with a real impact. That wasn't me, Dantez, just so you know.
So
that was not
us. Seeing the system that we use to make this whole thing run.
Right.
So if you guys haven't noticed, or if you're new to us, I'm not a coach that just teaches you how to do this. We give you the back end.
Yep.
Our DIY coaching, guys, is only $497, and all year long it's on sale. It's normally $997. And our one-on-one coaching, again, all year long on sale because it's normally $7,500. It's only $4,997. So $3 away from $5,000, and we cover the tax. Mm-hmm. And right now, we've been offering a scholarship. So if you put the word NOW, N-O-W, and the coupon code at checkout, I give $1,000 off.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not sure how long we're doing that because we've been blessing y'all with it, and a lot of y'all been taking advantage of it. But again, if you use the word NOW, N-O-W, and you type that into the coupon code box at checkout, guys, I'm giving y'all $1,000. And remember, this system come with it. Mm-hmm. All my paperwork, the legal paperwork. Guys, when I got sued and made the Channel 8 news, guys, my lawyer charged me $8,000 to build that paperwork that now we give y'all. So both the DIY and my one-on-one coaching, I give y'all the paperwork. So if you can do math real good, I just told you that my paperwork is worth more than the product I'm selling you. And remember, for my new people, watch this. I don't sell products. I don't sell websites. We sell transformation.
Yeah.
So when you ready to change your life and you've been praying for this, we say for such a time as this.
Yes, sir.
Can 5 of y'all just be real honest and say, Derek, I've been praying for something just like this, bro. But people been gatekeeping it. And here you go running your big mouth. Always. And God ran me right into you. We don't call that a coincidence. We call my prayer and your prayer merging together. Because my prayer every night, God, can you help us find the greatest people ever to teach this to? 8 years ago, it was one me and one house. Today, through our coaching, there's over 380 ILFs throughout 39 different states. Yeah. That's because God jumping the board and becoming family. Who's next?
Absolutely.
Back on you, Miss Shay.
Absolutely. So bring your questions, guys. This is a room that tonight we're hanging out. We're answering your questions about the independent living facility housing model. How we were able to step away for 3 weeks and see our business still flourish. We started off by talking about the assessment and why it is so important to your housing program and it operating and functioning well. The second thing we talked about was thanks to our friend Dantez over there on TikTok that's throwing his questions into our chat on our website. And that's about the profit margins, as well as some other questions that you all have been asking. But definitely put your questions in the chat. If you are on TikTok and are unable to join us on YouTube and would like to ask a question, use the phone number that's in that little blue box at the top of the TikTok page and text your questions over. I am in front of the CRM system, so I am answering those questions
too. That's cool that we're doing that. So again, if you're on TikTok, you can use that number. Also, everybody text the phrase "more info" to the phone number 407-326-0086. That gives you our introductory webinar and also a phone call with Shay and I or a member from our team to answer every question you got. And remember, guys, I'm giving $1,000 discount today. Use the word "now" at checkout and bless yourself. Happy birthday to somebody.
Amen.
All right.
So I got another question. Let's question. What did I turned off something.
Miss Davis, yes, New York, anywhere. This can be done in all 50 states. So I coach people in Rochester,
inner
Brooklyn,
city. What's his name? Yeah,
inner city, like all over. So no problem. Top, New York, upstate, down below, all of that, all 50 states.
So I have a fun one. You ready? I have to put that. I'm going to put the video. I said I was going to do it. I'll do it today. I promise. Somebody remind me to put the video that I put in our ILF family chat into the ILF Academy. So if you're not in the ILF Academy, who asked about New York, Derek? That was Narika. I'm going to post something in the ILF Academy. It's a video that we watched. A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of shared housing models being utilized in the city of New York, but they're not specified as ILFs or shared living or anything like that. It's conversions.
We watched the whole document on that in New York the other day.
I'm gonna put it in the ILF Academy.
Crazy expensive.
I'll put it in the ILF Academy and you guys can watch it, and I'll put the same poll in the ILF Academy if I can. But it's literally just open your minds. A lot of times what you don't know is that people have been doing this for years, right? It's just looked at as a different housing model. Some people call it, rooming houses, stuff like that. But when you implement the rules, the regulations, some guidelines to it, it makes it a lot more cohesive, and it gives a more just a better aesthetic, right? And it brings about a more family-oriented housing model where the residents foster community, and it really becomes family-like. So Derek, next. What's this?
So next question from Miss Clarissa was, I think that mixed genders is not a good idea. What's your opinion? So Miss Clarissa, I also think a little bit like you. I don't like co-ed, actually. I don't do it, but I coach a lot of people that do. Some people love co-ed. In fact, my late brother loved it and thought that co-ed brought cohesiveness and that it brought balance. That was always his saying. So if you knew my brother, he always said that. He said, man, women and guys and women, I love it because it brings balance. They take on the natural roles, meaning the ladies cook the dinner.
Yeah, the guys take out the trash. Yep, it was so powerful.
So my brother housing ran like that and he loved it. But just to let you know, sis, I don't. Put in the chat, because that's a great question, CP.
So
put in the chat right now. Are you on the side of me and Clarissa, or you don't mind co-ed? Put in the chat, co-ed if you do, or not me if you don't.
So I'm gonna ask Anointed Ones. So she's been a part of the family. I think she did DIY and she got a scholarship into the ILF family talk group, and she's doing co-ed. So Anointed Ones, do me a favor and put in the chat, what do you like the most about your co-ed facilities?
Yeah.
I want to know, what are you seeing as a pro, and if you have any cons, like what's the pros, what's the cons to your shared space doing this co-ed? What are you seeing as the pluses and the negatives, so that we can add that?
Do that, because I actually want to see everybody's opinion. Even put your opinion, like Derek, I would never mix my people, or Derek, like I don't see nothing wrong with that. Let's do that. In fact, let's take a quick commercial break and let's come right back. But I do want to see you guys kind of get into that. So answer that in the chat and we'll be right back.
If you've ever imagined of starting your own housing program, there is no reason that after we're done here tonight that you shouldn't go to forstonconsultants.com/webinars and watch the webinar, guys, because a lot of you have wanted to start a group home or traditional assisted living facility, but that stuff takes license. It takes a lot of time to open. There's a lot of red tape to jump through. You have to ask for permission. We teach you guys how to open an ILF, an independent living facility, where you can house the homeless, displaced adults, or anybody that has a guaranteed income, and it doesn't require a license, and you don't have to own the property. Make sure you watch that free webinar at forstonconsultants.com/webinars, and then set up a free strategy call so that me and my team can get you started. Let's get back to the show.
I put us on earth to show y'all what this is.
Boom.
Oh, we back.
Hey.
So I was giving a commercial to TikTok and I got caught over here going live.
Okay.
But nevertheless, TikTok, join us on YouTube. It's our last name, Forston Consultants, and we'll see you there. Shay, back on you.
So I'm going to go to Tiffany because Tiffany Walker's family to us, and she's an amazing realtor, investor, ILF owner, operator, nonprofit foundation running individual. Huh? So Tiffany's talking about Tiffany's talking about the video. So this was a video that I'm going to put in the ILF Academy. So Tiffany, I'm going to put it in the ILF Academy today, after we go live, so that everybody can see it. So
join that.
So if you want to join the ILF Academy, you can text the word join, fill out our contact form, and the link will be sent to you so that you can join the ILF Academy, which is our free Facebook group where we're going live, where we have conversations, where we give more information. And again, we've got a community of people that are sharing their insights on the ILF model as well. Yes, Tiffany.
It said not me. So, okay.
Okay. I'm waiting for Anointed Ones to respond. So once she responds, she may be super delayed, but I want to see.
Don't text that here, Sonia. Text it to 407-326-0086, or just go to Facebook and type in ILF Academy. It pops right up.
Yeah, and be careful because you're saying that number a lot. Okay, back to Dantes, because Dantes done sent us another question. He says, I have a nice idea, but where do I find tenants, or if there's a necessity in my hometown?
It is.
Right.
So I can tell you how to find it, but just guys,
listen,
housing is a problem in all states and every city that we live in, right? And I got 1,000 videos talking about it. So even before I go further, make sure that everybody subscribes to the YouTube channel, because I can tell like a lot of these questions are like from newer people. Because if you watch a lot of our webinars or even some of our material, a lot of this stuff is covered, but we love to answer questions, so I'm never bothered by it. So watch this. We tell you guys as simple as this. You can call hospitals or places. Some people do what I'll call a dummy post. You can use a fake account, different name, whatever, and just post like the need for housing. Like, in other words, offer a house or housing and see the response from it. I like to coach my people to call the social workers and case managers directly and be like, hey, ma'am, my name is Tyrone today. I'm not Derek today. And, ma'am, I'm getting ready to open up a housing program. And I just want to make sure that there's a need for housing. Yeah. Do you guys have a need for housing here in this area?
Correct.
Just like that. It'll blow your mind. But in all 50 states, every city in America, guys, there's a problem with housing. That's the only reason why I come on this channel Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, and why I built the whole business behind it. Yeah. Because the need for housing will never get old. This is not a fad. Yeah. It just sticks around all the time.
So I'm going to laugh because you just answered Dantes' question, but I'm going to let you know what the bot said, okay? What the bot said? The bot said, great question. Most ILFs find tenants by connecting with case managers, social workers, shelters, and local agencies. These groups often refer...
as y'all can see. Dantes can keep going. I never have to get in.
Oh my God.
Can y'all imagine somebody texting your business? I don't care what you do. House the homeless, bake fried chicken, sell baked cookies, shade tree mechanic.
Why they gotta be a shade tree mechanic?
Can you imagine somebody responding to your customers while you on vacation or while you at your 9-to-5 job? That's why Digital Flow Solutions, guys, is an absolute cheat code. And that's why we give it to y'all on both of our coaching platforms. If you say, well, Derek, I don't want your coaching platform. Can I just get the website? Absolutely. You can still get those systems.
Doesn't matter
We
what
don't care
business
what
you run.
do.
Yeah.
I don't care if you train puppies for a living. You
I
need
love
a
it.
website. Back on you,
Well,
Shay.
I just congratulated the bot by giving it a thumbs up because it hit that one out. Like this bot is amazing. And
let's read the comment from Anointed Ones.
Okay, perfect.
She said the men take out the trash and the women cook like Derek said.
Wow.
It's the good thing, but the women sometimes catch an attitude when things don't go their way. Or men is a mess and the women get mad. But
let's find the rest.
That's what helps the men clean up more.
See,
that they're
I
around
love
the
this.
women. So again, you're hearing somebody that's doing it from the side of they do co-ed, and she seems to like it.
Right. And she started out, with that. She didn't minimize who she would take, or she didn't turn away people because of the gender. And you see that, and Anointed Ones is a young lady. Okay. She's very youthful in age. I'm not going to tell on your age, sis, but very youthful in age. And this is something that she always wanted to do. And she got out there and took off running, and she's been doing phenomenal. And as you see, so this goes back to the person that asked about, the parolees and stuff like that. That's why you want to make sure you are dealing with a population type that you can deal with well, that you're able to establish, a working relationship with a respect pattern, that they respect you as the housing provider or the house overseer, and they do what is asked of them, right? By setting those expectations. So I just wanted to go back to that. And thank you, Anointed Ones. I appreciate your input on that. If you I'll ask one more thing, and then I'll just do that. I'll ask this one thing. What would you say? What is a con? What would you say that's one thing you don't like about housing co-ed, and the one thing you like the most about housing co-ed? Put that in the chat, just for conversation purposes. We'll come back to it. All right, Derek.
Any other newer questions that are in the chat?
I think you answered the one about zoning. So zoning is a no. We don't need zoning for what we do. So you already answered that, and I see you put it up on the chat.
Really quickly, I'll be remiss if I don't say this. This show tonight is brought to you guys by Digital Flow Solutions. It is the software system that runs all 8 of our businesses. So we talk about ILFs all the time in real estate and helping people. But again, we don't care what you do. You need a website presence, social media presence. You need to be branded. So again, this show is brought to you tonight by digitalflowsolutions.net. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Derek Forston, Mr. ILF.
And I'm Shanye Shea Forston, Mrs. ILF.
And we're super excited because August the 2nd, we're coming to Columbia, South Carolina.
And what are we doing in Columbia, South Carolina,
you ask? We're teaching the independent living facility model. And again, this is an event, Shay, that they do not want to miss. So what's the dates one more time?
August 2nd. And we will be in Columbia, South Carolina. And we will be highlighting an independent living facility owner and operator under the Forston Consultants model that is trailblazing in your city. So do not miss it. Stay tuned for more information. And we look forward to seeing you there. August 2nd, Columbia, South Carolina. You got next.
See you there. I think that was pretty good.
All right, guys, we are back.
We are back. Don't forget, guys, South Carolina, August the 2nd. Visit ilfconsulting.org. If God is putting your heart to help people and get involved into real estate while creating generational wealth, then I'm assuming that's all of y'all. Visit ilfconsulting.org for more information and get your tickets. Columbia, South Carolina, you guys got next. Miss Shay, it's on you.
All right, so we got another question that just came in. So this question came from Sandra Allen. It says, "Hey DNS, Derek and Shay." I was like, DNS, slow moment.
She just abbreviated us, huh?
I had a real slow moment just then.
Been around for a while.
I know, but so she messed me up. She said, "I also want to work with parolees as I'm a retired probation parole officer. How do you get paid when people are released?" So
they need an income.
They do. But there are some organizations that will provide, like Operation New Hope, right? There are certain programs and organizations that are available that do partner with individuals that have housing, and they will assist in the payment of the rental or the rent. So you've just got to find out what organizations are in your area that have funding available, right? Or you can be like me. You start a nonprofit, you create different programs within your nonprofit and connect with other organizations that find your nonprofit a viable source of funding, and they will fund your mission and vision. So that's another route to take, where you're not asking another organization for funds. You're more so creating the program for the parolees, and now going after whether it's federal funds, state funds, city, whatever funds are available within that niche. So that's another viable option. Okay. So again, there are community programs. Like I said, in Orlando, we've got Operation New Hope. They're not just in Orlando, they're in a few cities within Florida, and they have a whole program. They are they are a nonprofit.
Have money coming out,
and they are a nonprofit organization that gets federal funding to help recidivism, minimize recidivism, and they give them skills. They teach them and train them. They prepare them to get back into the workforce, and they also help them with housing by providing rental payments for them for a duration of time until they're able to get themselves on their feet. So you just have to look for different programs. Honestly, it helped. I think working with the programs that are available in your area for those that are released from jail or prison is probably going to be the best, because you're now working with a group of individuals that are a lot more serious about staying out of jail or prison, because they're going to go through the processes that these organizations implement. And if they don't, go through the process, that organization is going to cut them off really quickly. So it's like you have a safety net in that program. So they'll weed themselves out in regards to if they're a good fit or not into your housing program somewhat, by if they're following rules, if they're doing what's necessary within that program to maintain their rental stipend that they get. So I hope that helps. If it didn't, and I just said a whole bunch of nothing, just let me know, and I'll answer that. I can give you a better answer. Okay, so Anointed Ones is back. So she says, I asked the question, what would she say is the worst thing or the best thing about housing co-ed? She says, what I don't like most about co-ed is the women and men going back and forth sometimes over little things. What I love most is them sharing the chores around the house. So, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, like that is that's not even just a co-ed issue. That is like all women in a house, miss me with that. You will catch that every day and 5 times on Sunday. So it's a part of the process. But what I'm going to ask, what I know is that because you're still liking this program type, this model that you've chosen, I can guarantee that your residents know how to self-advocate or even work out their own disagreements, because they're not pulling her in it. Because if they were, she would be trying to get out of co-ed and shifting one way or the other. So as you see, although she has some cons that she doesn't like, the good thing is I'm sure these residents are working it out, and she's able to not have to get involved on a regular basis to help them figure out their own mess. Because if not, she would have been chose one or the other.
Mm-hmm. All right, knock that one out right there in the chat.
All right, do you have a rate of evictions? Can I be honest? I'm going to be very honest. Shanye Shea Forston and the Angela Denise Foundation has done 0 evictions in all of our operations for any residents at the Angela Denise Foundation.
Now, my record is not that squeaky clean. Right. So I have some evictions, and I don't know if you're meaning like legal evictions or me saying, hey, man, you got to go. Like, I'm not sure. So let's actually clarify that, right? Because to me, there's a little bit of a difference. An eviction means he didn't leave when I told him to. and I had to go a further. I had to go legal on it.
Right.
Me saying, "Hey man, it's time to go."
Stop it now. You need to stop.
I gotta feel with him too, right? And not like I'm getting invited or like
I'm just laughing at you.
But what I mean is, I got a lot of, "Hey bro, this ain't working out. And Friday or by Friday, you need to go." Now, luckily, I am close to Shay, and I've been through, I'm gonna say 1.5 evictions. Because one time, because the way I teach my people and our coaching clients, even if we put in for that eviction, we're going to do things still along the way that he may leave the day after I do it, to where I don't have to go through the whole process
right,
and spend money, get the server to come, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes simply by the verbal and that first piece of paper that gets mailed to the house after that 5 or 3 day notice or quick to pay thing, I don't know.
Remit to pay.
Eviction process. But because of our coaching, actually, let me back it up. Because of the grace of God, our coaching and how we deal with things, we don't deal with a lot of evictions. And I teach you guys that when you get multiple properties, watch this. Instead of kicking Tyrone out, you move Tyrone to your other house. Watch this. I've housed people, y'all, that were complete idiots at 1023 Main Street. But when I moved them to 5413 Lemon Court, they was the best guy I've ever seen. So sometimes, Shay, it's a change of scenery. That's what Shay always says.
Yeah.
Babe, they need a change of scenery. I'm like, what do you mean? It's the same guy. But
change the scenery.
Change the house or the scenery.
Yeah.
Meaning,
you might have one bully.
I don't take a lot of younger guys, right? What if I got a 29-year-old that's kind of can't get it together, but I move him to my house with all my guys that are 55 or older that are military veterans? He pans right out.
Change
so
the scenery.
The time, I don't have to kick Tyrone out.
You don't have to
just move Tyrone somewhere else. Or like we teach y'all, can we HRA him, housing referral agent, send him somewhere else and get paid for it? Ooh, woo.
Listen,
now, you new to me, you have no clue what I'm talking about with the HRA. That's the housing referral agent. That's mean that we make money by making referrals to other people for housing. Can two of y'all type in the chat there? That makes sense, bro. Because what we getting ready to do is shut down. So we reaching that time. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're gonna probably take 4 more questions.
Somebody must be talking
me like she did Monday.
Somebody might be taking me out to dinner. Not Monday, it was Saturday. I was hungry.
Y'all,
I was hungry.
Early, y'all. Like, baby,
it wasn't early. We were doing 3 hours.
Before that happened, y'all.
Oh, you see how he does me, y'all?
4 more questions. Now I'm getting my baby out of here.
Y'all see how he does me? Y'all see? You messy.
Who was here Saturday that witnessed it?
It was 3 hours. We went 3 hours
from.
I'm hungry.
I'm getting hungry. I'm saying like, we friends back on vacation. What you mean? Like,
nope. He was trying to go. He was trying to do an all-day McNight. Not even an all-night McNight. All day.
I'm gonna take my baby to get her something to eat.
Oh, I'm so sweet.
Got 4 more questions. But again, man, I hope that you guys appreciated this tonight. Because if you knew us, you may not know this, but we go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. But my team is so great, they make sure we're live 7 days a week, actually.
Right.
So my team is showing something of us 7 days a week. But Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, we live in the flesh. Like you can pinch my skin and I'll say, oh, I'll scream. Because we're live.
No, not you free.
Without any further ado, man, just to get, I'm gonna pretend that y'all just got here.
I'm gonna check because Dante has been getting it. So I'm gonna just make sure.
Be funny. I ain't even worried about him because everything he asks, my bot's jumping on it. So if you live and you got another question, we're gonna take the next 4 questions and then we're gonna shut you guys out. We want to be respectful of y'all.
I'm gonna just be honest,
but also give y'all time to implement what we teaching y'all. So I hope that you guys don't leave this live and then go and watch Netflix. I hope some of y'all go back into the material. I hope some of y'all go back into buying something, even if it's only an ebook. Guys, out of all the ebooks I got, I think 3 of them are free. Go to ilfconsulting.com. No, I'm sorry. ForstedConsultants.com. I'm about to lead y'all to South Carolina again. ForstedConsultants.com. products and services. Start with some of the ebooks if finances are a problem. But if finances are not a problem, because we also offer financing through Klarna and Afterpay. I had a lady last week, y'all, she almost had a heart attack when I said that. She was like, oh my God, you got Klarna? She said, I was just approved for something that I didn't get yet. I didn't know y'all guys had that. So if you didn't know, we offer Klarna and Afterpay for every product that we have. And I got 3 of the ebooks that are actually free. So guys, take advantage of that stuff. Go to forstyconsultants.com under the tab that says products and services. But also to meet us in South Carolina, guys, go to ilfconsulting.org for more information, start time, and all of that stuff. And that's, and I'll admit, guys, that's your most affordable opportunity to see us live. Guys, the VIP ticket is only $197. And the elite ticket, which includes day 2 of an actual walkthrough of an ILF, of a live running ILF of somebody we taught it to.
311 Solutions.
Guys, it's only $397. And remember, we give you the HRA business in a box, which means, guess what? I got to build your website.
Yeah, well, give you a business phone line.
My team. So remember, you guys are complimentary getting a website build out just for coming to this thing. I hope y'all understand that. That same product was $2,400 and you can't buy it nowhere right now on my website.
Yeah.
It only comes with this ticket. That's a $2,400 product that I'm giving you for free.
Yep.
And I hate the word free because it's complimentary. But that's all I want to do. Now, Shay, let's knock out the best 4 questions you got.
All right. Last thing I got. So Dantes, you got my bot this time. So I had to train my bot. All right. So Dantes says, when it comes to rules, do you allow tenants to have guests?
Absolutely not.
No.
That's what keeps this thing cohesive and domestic violence free. I do not allow guests. But if Johnny want to come and knock on the door and ask for Brad or Lisa, no problem. Y'all could go to Walmart, the basketball game together, the sock hop, the club, whatever.
You said the what?
The sock hop. You know what it is? Don't make me go back and remind you people about the sock hop back when I was in 6th grade.
What is
that? How many of y'all ever heard of a sock hop? It was a dance. Now, I'm about 43 years old, so when I was in middle school, they had these things called a sock hop.
Never heard of
dance.
I've never.
Anyway, we do not allow company.
Man, you a country.
The boyfriend cannot come. The homeboy cannot come over. Your homegirl cannot come over and watch QVC together on my couch. Now, if she want to knock on the door and say, hey, is Lisa here?
Right.
And they all leave together, no problem.
Right.
But nobody can come and kick their feet up on my flat screen TV.
Did you really just
and watch TV? We don't allow that. Now, we tried it, but to me, that brings domestic violence. It brings problems, and it brings problems to my tenants who live there. The devil is a lie that a stranger gonna come in and disrupt my guys or my ladies,
right? Or steal out of the stuff, right? It so much opens the door.
That's a good question.
But then he says also, what's some of the mandatory rules? So of course, again, no drugs, no alcohol. Being in house at a decent hour. You know, we have a curfew, especially for my ladies. I'm very, very, very. I try to be strict on that curfew, just making sure that they're safe, right? But if they work different hours and stuff like that, no problem. We just want to be informed. Again, and keeping the shared spaces clean, even your personal space clean. But Dantes, I had to train my bot because my bot says it's up to you. No, it's not. Now, if you choose to do that, then, you know, you open up yourself for liability. But for Dantes, no, we do not allow overnight guests during the day or overnight. It does not matter.
The only time there's overnight guests if he snuck them through my window.
And then when we find out, we got a problem.
That happened before, but my cameras catch all of that, which answers another question. Yes, I have indoor cameras, never in the bedrooms though. Okay.
Common areas.
So unless he's sneaking in and out, because remember, a lot of us now get outside cameras too.
Ding, ding, ding.
So maybe if I don't see him coming in, I'm going to see him coming out. I'm going to probably see both, right? Because those outside cameras, but remember the inside camera covers the kitchen, the living room, dining room, hallway, exit areas, everything. Just never in the bedroom.
Right.
right? But if they sneak in the window, my camera gonna catch that. Okay?
Exactly.
Miss Sonia asked, oh, and also big shout out to Miss Sonia.
Yes.
Miss Sonia is somebody that originally purchased the DIY. And Sonia, if I'm lying, you tell me.
I saw the message.
Sonia originally got the DIY and bragged on it. She loves it, just like all of y'all say. But she said there is nothing like being able to talk to the coach. So she had the DIY y'all less than probably 7 days and immediately upgraded. So let that be a testament. In fact, Sonia got so lucky.
Sonia in
She's already got a discovery call with me that was already booked, but her first coaching is also coming up. She's family now, right?
Congratulations.
And we getting ready to skyrocket you through the roof. And we're going to give God all the credit. We ain't going to take none. Because our prayer is that God, we decrease so that you can increase inside of us and inside of this program and then the Jackson family. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Absolutely. So
another question just came in.
She said, can they smoke outside? Yes.
Absolutely.
There's a designated, shade, do your little fingers, designated smoking area outside, never in the house.
Right.
That's a kick out offense. Now I got one house. Let me say it kind of.
Don't do that. Don't put that on these YouTube streets.
I got one house that, because they so hard-headed, I charge them for smoking. If I walk in there and smell it, that's $25. If they don't tell on who did it, everybody get charged for it. Shh. No smoking in my house. Like, I don't want that.
Why you selling?
I don't want the smell.
I don't want that.
I don't want the danger of you going to sleep and got the cigarette in your lip and it fall and burn your mattress. I don't want that. And I found out the incentive or to make them stop, you hit that pocket.
Yeah.
They don't want that. They want every dime that come on that SSI check. So if you take 25 of that, they get, boy, it's real slim now because they can't buy their cigarettes,
or
they can't buy their coffee, and they can't buy their little Debbie cakes from the little corner store.
Yeah.
So I hit that pocket. Back on you, Miss Shay. I think we got 2 more left.
Woo!
Welcome again, Miss Sonia Jackson and family. We're super excited for you all.
All right, Jermaine Mills. Hello, sir. I had a nice meeting with Jermaine last week? My weeks of days are getting all messed up. Yes, I met with Jermaine on Friday. Does every house have to be on a bus route?
Don't have to be. It's just convenient that if it is, we want to make this convenient as possible for these folks. But I got people that do this in rural areas, all of that. And we give you ideas of how you still make that work. Because I wanted to be close to Walmart, the little corner store, the Dollar General, Dollar Tree. This is where your people are going to shop at. Your folks ain't going to Publix so much and all these other places that are considered more nicer. Walmart is as nice as it gets. But a lot of our people, I'll admit y'all, they're not super responsible in how they shop. So they'll shop at the gas station.
Right. Yeah.
They'll shop at the little corner store. They'll shop at places that they probably shouldn't because it's going to be more than whether they just go to Walmart.com and have it ordered to the house.
Yeah.
Does that make sense too? And no, we don't use keys. We do digital door locks. I talked about this today, and Shay's different from me. I use a digital door lock on the outside entrance of the house. Shay, where do you use them?
Everywhere.
And everywhere. Shay's storage closet got a
everywhere.
Boop. Mine don't. Yep. Right? Shay's a little fancy. Shay's doors to her rooms take a key, a fingerprint, and the code and that RFI tag. 4 ways to get into Shay's room. Again, that's just not my game, y'all. Kathy Barnett and Ronald Barnett, that's y'all game. You guys got the door locks, they got the fingerprints and all that, right?
They got locks on the end tables. What you mean?
If I'm lying, Ronald, let me know in the chat. Okay. So again, man, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight.
Let me just
Shake, go ahead.
So Anointed Ones, do me a favor because you are in the ILF Family Talk chat. Put your question in there and I can answer it tonight. So if it's a question that needs urgent attention, go ahead and put it in the ILF family chat in the Telegram group so that I can answer it for you.
And again, man, just thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. The room's steady growing, even as we're ending. So I just want to say thank you. I never want to take for granted that you guys take out your time to join us. I was so elated today. I spoke to Devin and Devin's family now. Devin's been around us for a long time, seeming like, right? And today, when he said something, he don't know this, but it sparked something in me. He's a truck driver amongst many other things. So he drives an 18-wheeler most of the time. He now has a ILF and he's partnered with some ILFs. But he said something today that just made me say, wow, Derek, man, never take for granted that people take their time out to listen to you. He's driving all over the United States, but guess who's got playing in the background over all his loudspeakers? Forston Consultants. So he's driving and learning. I taught you guys 3 weeks ago, when you leave your job, don't turn on the radio, 102 jams and 94.5 Power Pig. Don't turn that on. So you don't even know about Power Pig. 94.5 Power Pig. You don't even know. Don't worry about it. See, y'all, she don't even know.
I'm just a girl from Bermuda.
Don't turn the radio on. Turn on the thing you trying to learn.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying turn on Forston Consultants unless you want to do this. You trying to bake the best pound cake? Turn on the Dadgum Baking Show. Don't waste your time scrolling through TikTok watching other people achieve their dreams. We're all guilty of it. We all get caught up in that scrolling. We all do it. But guys, if your dream ain't came true yet, don't be scrolling watching other people fulfill their dreams.
Yeah.
Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something he's already told you to do.
Yeah.
And you can say ouch or you can say amen. One more time. Procrastination, TikTok, is the arrogant assumption that God will give you guys more time for something he's already told you to act on. And for most of y'all, it's to help people and get into this real estate game. Yeah. You've already been prophesied over. Your pastor told you, your family told you, you dream of it. How many of y'all, you can't shake this thing? Every time you think about it, you can't shake it.
Yeah.
You all saw Devin. Devin almost jumped through the screen today. He was so excited. Lives in California, but was so excited I could feel it through the screen. Every time him and Kathy go on the phone and talk about it, all the ideas come up. And then they meet with me as their coach. Procrastination is the arrogant assumption. I don't want to assume with God that he gonna give me more time.
Yeah.
That's most of our fault. And most of our problems, we think we got all the time in the world. I was listening to somebody last week who's a mentor of mine, and he made a statement that made me realize, wow, Derek, you've kind of reached the halfway of your life. Derek, if you double your age right now, bro, you 43. What you gonna be doing at 86? Jeez. Probably not this. I'm not gonna be as strong, probably. So why wait to be great? Let's move on the thing now.
Yeah.
And with me giving you $1,000 discount, why not? Oh, and the DIY, don't worry about it, got you too. For the first time ever, they gave a coupon code for that.
Wow.
So the DIY is also $97 off of what that cost. Use the word get DIY as the coupon code, instantly discount. Get DIY. That's GET DIY. That's if you wanted the DIY but thought it was too much. And that's crazily discounted. We're helping you again. But I'm telling y'all, and this is no threat. In January, my coaching is completely different. Pricing, availability, everything, because God is blessing us so much so that we got to change certain things.
Yeah.
But anybody that get it now to December, you're grandfathered in. You meet me in January, you won't even know the access that these folks got now because it won't exist. Yep. So again, guys, don't wait to be great. I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. And I'm just like most of y'all 8 years ago, begging God to change my life financially and to get me into something where I'm respected. And again, not so much because of Derek, but because of this program called Second Chance. That's what's respected in my city. So again, my name is Derek Forster. I approve this entire message. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, right back here on our YouTube channel.
We'll be back here.
Shay, bless the people. We're going to get them out of here.
Listen.
Oh, and we didn't pray Saturday, so we're going to pray all out tonight.
Right.
Too.
We sure didn't. So, yeah, family, again, it's always a pleasure to get to come into these internet streets and spend this amazing time with you all. We don't take it for granted or take it lightly, that our voices are voices that you choose to tune into and listen to. So I appreciate you all. And again, thank you. And like Derek said, don't wait to be great. We look forward to seeing you in South Carolina. And for those of you that don't know how to get your tickets, you can go to ilfconsulting.org and get your tickets immediately. That is next week, Saturday.
And we offer financing, even on that.
Hello.
Like, that's what's crazy, guys. And that's why we make it no excuse. Everything we have is like, it's financing for it. Oh, and don't forget, guys, we started July 1st. Remember, we pay a 40% commission on everything.
We're going to talk about that in our live.
In my opinion, y'all, only product from us that you should be selling is our one-on-one coaching.
Absolutely.
Because if somebody buy it at full price, I'm going to sell you so fast, it'll scare you. And guess what 40% is of that price of our coaching? Our coaching is $4,997. That's $3 away from $5,000. That gives you $1,998.50. Let's just call it $2,000. Can you imagine making $2,000 just by introducing somebody to us who buys our coaching? So all of y'all should use that also as a business strategy.
Yeah.
And if you got a virtual assistant, you're doing yourself a disservice.
And you know what's powerful?
Your VA should post every day. Want to know how we do this? Want to know who my coach is? And give them your link. Because you can get a link to do this from us. Yeah. And when people click on it, it's going to say, Kathy Robinson sent me.
Mm-hmm.
If that person buy my package, Miss Catherine, I'm going to say, Miss Robinson, how you want your money? Zelle, Venmo, or Cash App? Or do you want me to mail it to you?
Yeah.
You're going to probably tell me Zelle, because Zelle is right now and fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were you guys, I would start a whole business model on just selling our coaching and let me pay you $2,000 a whop or 40% or whatever you sell. I'm out here. Say bless the people.
Guys, I already blessed y'all. If I bless y'all anymore, y'all will be in the overflow. Listen, y'all.
So let me come out of here. I wish y'all God's best. I'm going to pray you guys out here. And just like always, man, I pray God's speed on your life, on your business, and I pray for the mind of Christ and an able body so that you guys can do what God has called you to do. Because I must admit, sometimes it's hard to do God's will when we're not able-bodied. So this year, I've been focusing a lot on praying for the mind of Christ and an able body. Mm-hmm. Some of us need to quit that soda, drop that Kool-Aid, and drink some water. We need to exercise and take care of ourselves this year. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but y'all know about 9-10 months ago, I had a whole rant about how I reversed my diabetes through losing weight, getting rid of the soda, the cookies, and the candy, because I love that stuff, and reversed it. A1C was like 14.2. Dropped it to 4.3. It's doable, y'all. Take care of yourself. The devil is a liar that you're going to pray for all of these riches and wealth, but you're not able to maintain it because you're unhealthy. So let's take the stairs sometime. Watch this, y'all, and I'm going. I know I keep saying it. Shay and I bought an annual pass to SeaWorld.
And that's our exercise.
And part of it's because we walk so much there to go enjoy stuff. We turn our watches on and do 3 to 4 miles every time we're there. So we're having a great time and we're exercising like crazy.
Yeah.
And Shay and I love it so much. We're going like 2 or 3 times a week. And if you're in Florida, guys, they had a sale for $186 per person.
60%
for the whole year.
They were 60. The annual pass.
And they give you 5 tickets and the other person 5 tickets. So we get total 10 tickets to give away for people for free. Mm-hmm. So we've been taking people to SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Why not get on that? Take care of yourself. Exercise. Father God, thank you so much for the seed that was sown tonight. God, thank you for the ability to give what you just gave Shay and I. And God, by your Holy Spirit, bring all of this information back to their remembrance. And God, let no devil in hell stop it. Today, God, I pray for the mind of Christ for these people and an able body to do what you called them to do. And Father God, today I ask that you will remove anybody that's not supposed to be a part of their journey. God, let's get rid of the knuckleheads. And God, bring us all of the right people, the right relationships, the social workers, the case managers. God, give these people houses that they did not build. Give them land that they did not toil in. God, we call these things that be not as though they were.
Yes, Lord.
And God, you said in your word that we take of the poor, the needy, and the widow. It's like we're doing a favor unto you.
Yes.
So God, allow us to do you a favor. Partner with us. Be a covenant with us to do your will. And God, we thank you for the social workers. We thank you for the right relationships. God, we thank you again for the real estate. It's hard to do this business on the side of operating it without the real estate.
Yeah.
So God, give us the houses. Give us the relationships. God, in fact, make the way easy for these people. God, I struggled long enough trying to get into this myself. And God, you are no respective person. What you did for me, you will double it for these people. God, I speak a double portion on their life, their business, and their finances. God, bring the money from the north, the south, the east, and the west. Make this vision plain and easy for these people.
Yes,
God, you said write the vision and make it plain so that he that readeth it can run with it. God, I write the vision today so that these people can run with it with their family. And God, give us every resource. Give us every relationship. God, let these people lack nothing when they start this business. Because God, this is an unselfish business. This business is bigger than us. God, it's a ministry. So God, bless the people that even in their mind right now that just want to do it from the thought process of it. God, bless them because they want to help other people. God, you said to take care of the poor, the needy, and the widow. That's up to us. And you said the poor will always be among us. God, now give us the real estate to merge these people with, because we want to take care of them and do your will at the same time. And God, we'll be ever so careful to give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise.
Yes, Lord.
In fact, we said, now, God, thank you.
Yes.
God, thank you for what you're doing for these people. God, thank you how you're enlarging our territories. And God, we think that the devil is under our feet and has no place in their life, their business, or their family. And these people will succeed. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in your family. And it's in Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
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 You guys, make sure you take care of the outro. If you guys believe that, write amen in the chat. Amen. And if nothing else, we'll see you guys in Columbia,
tomorrow.
South Carolina. Hold it.
Oh, my bad.
Columbia first.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you don't come tomorrow. I want to see you in Columbia. ILFconsulting.org. Get your ticket and get the information. When you leave tonight, talk to God and say, God, I want to get in this thing. And God, will you make the way possible? And if Derek and Shay are the coaches for me, make the way easy.
Yeah.
You guys be great. Shay, it's on you.
God bless y'all.
Get them out of here.
Don't you scroll any further. You've been interested in starting an independent living facility, whether it's for-profit or nonprofit. You've asked us over and over again to come to South Carolina, and we will be there August the 2nd. Derek and myself from Forston Consultants will be in Columbia, South Carolina to teach you all things independent living facilities. Get your tickets today. They will sell out very quickly, so you do not want to miss out. Visit ilfconsulting.org to get your tickets, and we will see you in Columbia, South Carolina. Don't wait to be great.
Look at all the information.